Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will talk about if function in Microsoft Excel and how we can combine this with other logical functions such as OR and AND function. So if function is required when we have a condition and we want Excel to test that condition and return us a specific value if that condition was true or false. This condition could be anything such as value greater than a specific number or equals to some number, or it can be having a some cell reference. OR function is also a logical function which takes on two or more arguments, and it will return a true value if any one of those conditions is satisfied, and it will result a false value only if all the conditions are not satisfied. AND function is opposite to OR function, and it requires all the conditions to be satisfied in order it to give us a true result, and it will give us a false result if any condition is not satisfied. So let's see this with the help of a data set. So this is my data set, and here I have the number of tools sales from the month of January to April. So let me first apply a simple if formula equals if tab. So my first logical test is simply I want to check if the sales in April was greater than sales in March. So I will select cell F3 greater than cell E3, which is sales in March, comma, value of true. I will type in the word true. Value of false, I will type in commas false. So the formula has returned me a result based on a simple condition by verifying if this value in the cell April was greater than cell March or not. So you can see wherever I have the value greater than the value in March, I got the true result. Now let's assume I want to test this with two conditions together, and this is my set of conditions. If my sales in April is less than March, or my sales in April is less than average sales from January to March. If any one of these conditions is true, I want Excel to return me a word decreasing, else it should return a word no change. So let me apply this formula. So I will type in demand as header, okay, equals if, and inside the if, now my logical test is I want to test two conditions, so I will type in OR, and my first condition is April sale less than March, comma, my second condition April sales less than average of January to March. I'll close the bracket two times to complete my logical test part of the if statement, which has been covered by OR function. So comma, value of true, I will type in decrease in inverted commas, decrease quotes, and then I will type in no change. Close. Let's fill down the formula. Now you can see I have used if function along with the OR function. Now let's see the result. The first one is April sale is greater than March, so it is giving me no change. Now April is less than March, it is decreasing, which is the first condition being satisfied. Third one is April is greater than March, but still it is showing decreasing. This is because of the second condition, which was takes the average from January to March, which is 220, and April sales is less than the average from January to March. So this is how our function checks on the conditions and if any one of those conditions is true, it is giving me the first result, which is a part of the if function related to value if true, and the second one is value if false, which is no change. So now let's go and check if and function. So in this data set, I have this list of national parks, and each national park is offering 3 different programs. So what I want to have in my results column a word yes if any park is offering all these 3 programs, and if any of the programs is not offered by any specific park, I should get the result no. So I will type in if tab. Now in place of logical test, I will use my AND function, and what AND does is to check on all the conditions so that these conditions must be true in order to get a true result. So my first condition is youth program. Now I have a text here which is written as none. That means this program is not being offered by this specific park. So I want this cell should not be equal to none. So I will select this cell and type in less than, greater than symbols, which means not equal to in Excel. So I will type in quotes none, comma, I will type in the second logical argument for the AND function, which is cell D3. This also should not be equal to none. And then I will go on for the third argument. This should also not be equal to none. And value if true, I will type in commas yes, and value false, it's no. So what I have done is I have used the AND function to see if any one of these values in those columns is equal to none or not. So let me press enter. I will fill down the formula. Now you can see, since this first park is not offering the 2 programs, the result is none. This park is offering all 3 programs, so the result is yes. And similarly, you can see the last park also, Riding Mountain, it is not offering one of the programs, the result is still no. So if you want to see the formula again, so let me go to the formula tab. I will show you show formulas option, and here if you can see the formula if you want to see in detail. So if inside if we have AND function, so I have selected the cells, and in each cells I have put should not be equal to none. If all these 3 are not equal to none, I should get a result yes, otherwise no. So this is how you can use the if function with OR function and AND function. I hope you have liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe my channel in order for you to see more contents like this.